What's going on, Paisanos? V here. Coming at you guys. Well, I was on a market watch today. I just got a new monitor, so I'm not sure if the video quality, even the audio quality is on point. If it's not, let me know in the comments down below. Got a new light. Got a lot of little things changing up in the way I'm setting up my YouTube channel. If you want to check it out, make sure to check me out on Instagram. I'm gonna have all my social links down below. Follow them all because who knows what's gonna happen with all the censoring going around. So once again, links all the links will be down in the description, and I greatly appreciate it. You know, I really didn't get to do a market watch yesterday. I've been really busy, and to be honest with you, I do these videos when I'm inspired to do these videos, when I'm excited about talking about the game. And if I'm not excited, if I'm not pumped, if I'm not ready, I just don't do the videos. Like I said, when I have an idea, when I have some cards on mind, then we'll get together and we'll do a market watch. And today is that day. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like button, comment down below, comment question of the day. So, with the event happening, big event happening next week, we can easily expect to see the market move. We can see people starting to put their money as far as what decks are going to be topping from the big Konami event next week. And what we're going to be seeing is a lot of players, well, basically sell what they have when they're not caring about playing a certain deck when another deck might be the better deck. Now, the question is, what are you playing right now? And what are you playing right now as far as what do you feel is the best deck in the game? If you're not playing the best deck in the game, what is the best deck in the game, and why, and how are you dealing with that? Leave me the answer in the comments down below. Personally speaking, I love everything in this game right now, like all the decks except dinosaurs, but you know, Mystic Mine and you know the meta. But overall, the game's not that bad. In fact, I'm really excited to announce that I'm gonna be streaming again. Yeah, starting Monday, roughly around I think 11 a.m. or 12 p.m. I'll start streaming here. I'll make the announcement also on Monday with that market watch as well. And then, yeah, we can start practicing because I definitely need to practice. And if you have any deck out right now and you have a way to do remote duels, I would greatly appreciate it if, like I said, come on Discord and get ready on Monday when I start doing my live streams on Twitch. If you want to come against me, I would love to play against everybody and get good practice in with the deck I'm playing because I'm going to be winning next weekend. So, gotta, you know, practice. Guys, Atlantean Dragoons is a card with 3 printings. And I feel like, yeah, the Ultimate Rare at Abstract 2 is a great card. The Super Rare actually is as low as $1, it's saying, which is really, really inexpensive. The card used to be, I mean, insanely high. You can see over here the card value is roughly around $2. And then you have the common version of Atlantean Dragoons coming out at LTS One Pack 14. It's roughly around 20 cents. So what's going to happen with this card? Well, to be honest with you, I think obviously the OTs can easily spike up in value. That goes without saying. But look at the superior versions of Atlantean Dragoons. This also has potential to move up in value. And subsequently, the common version coming out of OTS One Pack 14 also has that ability to rise in value. If you pull a ton of OTS 14s, just all I'm going to say is take your Atlantean Dragoons and put them to the side because there's definitely a potential for this card to rise. As if you have the Super Rare still, well, hold them. I mean, you should have got rid of them when they were like 5s and 10s and stuff like that, but if you still have them, hold them. Don't put them in your dollar binder. They have potential to move in the market as well. Sengun out of Retro Pack 1 is a lot of money. I should know because I recently just bought one. The card, Super Rare, with an $85 market price, well, it's roughly around $96. So you can say, wait a minute, V, there's a German Sengun and another German Sengun, and this one says Neiman Unlimited, and this one's Italian. Hey. Alright, so as far as the cards like Sengun, in fact, as far as gold format cards, the most sought after gold format cards are English language gold format cards in the States. Why is that? I really don't know, to be honest with you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love like a sweet, full max rarity Italian gold format deck, or maybe like a Japanese gold format deck. That'd be cool. But for the most part, universally, gold format players just prefer English versions of these old school, hard to get cards. Now, if we break it down, obviously that means you can't get the German version. Well, you can, but you know what I'm trying to say. This one says I ain't got name it unlimited, but this is a newly launched seller. We don't even know who this kid is. If it isn't even a kid, if it's a scammer. And then we got this one over here, besides the fact that it has a 98% sales rating, which is whatever, it's also a German version. They got Italian version, and that's where we have the lightly played unlimited. I'm just throwing it out there because I feel like a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are forgetting about gold format cards, and as time goes on, the values of these cards are going to be rising. I mean, personally speaking, I'm slowly buying gold formats cards, and every time I see a little bit of an anomaly or something a little bit weird, I just want to point out in this market watch, in the market watch videos like this. But looking at Sengun, there's only 2 versions listed online for Retro Pack Super Rares. Now, there's another Super Rare version, it's not a lot of money. There's secret version of Sengun, there's other versions of the card. It's a great card. But the highest rarity version is obviously the super rare version, and that version is roughly around almost $100. Luckily, you just need one if you are looking to play GOATs. So Justice Impact is actually starting to rise in value. I think we call this, I mean, well, day one. Look at the fact that Justice Impact, everyone bought this set, opened it, sold it, and threw it on the market to recoup the initial investment. That's what, investing is for anyone buying early set Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Someone can buy old singles, throw them to the side, and that's investment, but that's not early investment. Whenever you get like a sealed product, especially a relatively new product like Justice Impact, and not just you, but like a lot of other sellers, I mean, tons of sellers, tons of vendors, what they're going to be doing is pumping a ton of money into the set. Especially if you got to buy from a vendor, if you have the opportunity to, you're going to buy as much as possible. And as much as possible can be $10,000, $20,000 of Justice Impact. And that's not even that big number when you really get into it. So what's going to happen when you have about 20 grand in the hole on a set like Justice Impact? Well, you're going to want to grab this set, get it as soon as possible, open it, sort it, and sell it. So people will be pumping and pumping and pumping into the market. That's why you saw a lot of these collectors' values tank, on release. Besides the fact that the pre-sale prices and pre-order prices were out for a while. Besides the fact that the set was spoiled for a while. This is the reason why we saw these cards initially go down in value. Well, what happened? Well, even though Justice Impact, for the most part, got pumped hard into oblivion, it still has a lot of good value in it. And the value comes from, obviously, Nightmare Phoenix and Unicorn. That's why they're the most expensive cards in the set. Everybody needs one. And look at the listings. 29 listings and 30 listings. The prices of these two keep rising. Now, besides that, obviously, Drytrons is another deck core that's arguably one of the best decks in the game right now. What happened with that, you say? $45. I mean, it's low. The market price used to be $54, but still high when you think of the fact that this card was even lower than that. And you got other cards like Relona, the Matches of Very, being roughly around $50. The Evil Twins, the Waifu Tax, just coming at you. And in fact, Relona is really unique because the Ultra version of the card is roughly around $14. The collector is probably going to be a lot higher, right? No, it's 52. That's kind of weird. So this is 52, and the Ultra version of that card, Relona, is roughly around $14. I mean, the card's really good in Shadow variant, and that's why I think that's why a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players are really opting to play this card or get this card and use this card as much as possible. But yeah, if I had to buy this, I would not buy $15. I'd spend an extra $35 and get the collector's rare version because it's not going to be that low for long. Once again, 16 price listings, $48 market price. It's currently right here, roughly around $54. And that's not going to stay there forever. In fact, looking down the prices, you see $60, and then after that, $70 for this card. But yeah, going back to, I do think Justice Impact definitely has value in it. Is it a lot of value? Is it a lot of value to invest in? No. I think it's really competitive value. I mean, if Unicorn doesn't see play, the value will drop. Same with Phoenix, same with the rest of these cards. Do I think it's going to happen with Phoenix? No. Unicorn? Maybe. Ultimately, this is not a bad set, but with a ban's coming up next month, we'll see if it is a good set. Anarch Arkansas. Dinos players are just, they're playing the market, but only Dinosaurs market, like a casino. And it's crazy because Anarch Arkansas last bans was really low. Look at the card right now coming out of Eternity Code Secret Rare with a $59 market price. The value, roughly around $62 for Anarch Arkansas. I mean, I guess this is not a bad card. I guess dinosaurs aren't bad, I guess, right? No, seriously, right? But I don't know. I mean, they're all right, but I feel like a lot of these mid-range decks just absolutely decimate dinosaurs. Maybe someone has a build that I don't know about that beats that, I guess. It's best I can get you. Lizard Dragon at its Speedo Strong Pack 1 is rising value. Not only is it rising in value, but that's potential to rise even more than what you're currently looking at the card for. The Speedo Strong Pack 1 version of the card with a $314 market price, well, no. There's a French version, and it's a big French wall, 14 at $225, sure. But after that, the next reliable seller is roughly around $400. In fact, after that one's gone for the playset, the next seller after that is also roughly around $400. And after that one's gone, the value is at $500 for Speedo Strong Pack 1 Blue Dragon. The card jumps $100 within 4 sales. Now, can it maintain that price point? I really don't know. But I do know, and I'll keep saying it, this card definitely has potential to rise higher than what you're currently looking at in the market. This is a phenomenal investment within this game. Then we have Anarch Dragoon coming out in 2020 Megatins. The Ultra with a $47 market price is roughly around, well, $49 with shipping. Dragoons go up in value because we're seeing a lot of these, well, these decks go around us playing 3 Dragoons and Guru and all that jazz, and basically they're just the goal of the deck is to just go quickly into creating a board state in which your opponent can't really play. Arguably, they're the best mid-range deck. Arguably, I mean, that's debatable. But one thing they do need is Red Star Dragoon. Not just one of them, but 3 of them. This card price, which was tanking a little under $30, is now roughly around almost at $49 because of that. So I do think that this card can take again. I don't feel confident telling you to even buy this card, even look at this card as far as debating on getting it, because I do feel like the Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, the build is a little bit inconsistent. If also it would be the best deck and be winning all the time, but it's not. Do people still top with the variant? Of course they do. Do they top consistently? No, not whatsoever. But looking at this, I do think this is definitely the reason why this card is in so much in value. Scrap Chimera at a Dose Revolution with a $3.53 market price is roughly around, for the unlimited version, $15. In fact, you want a first gen version, they started roughly around $20 to $23 for Scrap Chimera. Now, I don't know much about Scrap Chimera going up in value. I actually don't understand why whatsoever. In fact, you can turn around and look at Scrapyard. This card's roughly around $11 to $13 in the market. And if you do know why, please let me know in the comment section down below. But I'm excited because I love Scraps a lot. And hopefully they're getting some support to make them actually relevant. Hopefully we see something in Blazing Vortex to help this deck out or anything like that. I really don't know, to be honest with you. But it'd be cool to see Scraps C play once again. I thought the deck is really slow. Even though the deck has some really great cards, it definitely needs a boost. Just like Blackwings. But still, just like Scraps, Blackwings is rising in value. Blackwing Blizzard of Far North with a $9 market price, well, it's actually down to roughly around $6.50. Now you might go, with V, the card's down in value. You just said it was rising in value, right? Yeah, it did. Because Blackwings in general are rising in value. Just because this card is $6. That's $6 for a deck that doesn't see much play. And then you flip it around to look at the other Blackwing cards. I mean, you get Turtle Pack Booster 4 of Sirocco to Dawn. This card's roughly around, well, $15. And once again, yeah, $17 market price, but within a couple of sales, the card has $19, which it quickly does. And then look at the rest of the Blackwing cards. There's just tons of value. We keep sporadically pointing at Blackwings, but it really is a phenomenal deck core. A deck core I think you really should start looking on as far as picking up, because 1, people are forgetting about Blackwings. 2, Blackwings are, I mean, they don't need that much support to be meta relevant. I truly believe this. And I truly believe the fact that Blackwings will be meta relevant in the future. If not as fully, or maybe even partially. It doesn't really matter. The deck is a phenomenal deck that a lot of people are just, well, pointing off as it's whatever. It's okay, I guess. It's legacy deck. But, like, this can be a tier 1 deck. Its cards are broken. It has a lot of great traps. And, yeah, let me know what you think about this deck in the comments down below. I own 3 cores of this deck in varying rarities because I'm that confident as far as how good this deck is. Fallen of Albaz, coming out of Rise of Dose Cigarette with a $10 mark price, is roughly around $10. I know they're getting some more support, but is it enough? I feel like this deck, this card, which is roughly around like $3 to $4 at one point, has risen, went down, and now we're seeing it rise again. Yeah, I don't really know. No, the first hype train kind of crashed into the wall. I don't know if the second one is going to be relevant. If you do, let me know. And then we have number 64, Raccoon Sendai. How could I forget about this card? I mean, you got the Megaton version 2014 being roughly around $5. That's the reprint, by the way, a 7-year-old reprint. And then you got the original print Shot Spectre versions, which has it roughly around, was there $4 to $5 for number 64. Both versions of the cards are rare, both versions of the cards are worth money, and both versions of the cards are the only versions of the card. They need a reprint. I'm not saying this is going to see immediate meta play right now, but it's still a really good card. And having the last reprinted version, the only reprinted version, coming out 7 years ago, it only screams how much this needs a reprint. There's a lot of reprints, and maybe in my market watches I'll start doing that. We'll start grabbing a card and going, hi, this card needs a reprint. Today's reprint is going to be number 64, Raccoon Sendai. Then we have number 101, Silent Honor Arc. This card went down in value, and I'm telling you right now, it's a really good card. And ultimately, at a legacy to value, say, $16 market price. Well, I mean, you got a limited version roughly around $17. But if you want a first version of the card, it's actually down to $21. And that's not a bad value for a card like number 101, Silent Honor Arc. A lot of people kind of forgot about this card. I'm just here to remind you, it's a great card. And it's one of those cards that I feel like every Yu-Gi-Oh player that wants to play competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, or even casual Yu-Gi-Oh, would want to grab because it's relatively low right now and has great potential to rise up in value within the future. Not only that, it's a card that I think everyone should have a one of. Yes, you can get other versions of 101. There's tons of them. And yeah, they're still the same thing. But who wants the highest rarity? Who wants to put more money into the market and get even more money back? Well, everybody. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. I know this one's a little bit of a short one. I don't really do videos on Saturdays, but I really want to try this equipment out, see how the light works, see how the new settings on my camera work, and try out the new monitor and see those frames and hertz and all that jazz works with the uploaded video. And yeah, give it a good try. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos. Please make sure to subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button and all that jazz. It's your boy V. YGOPaisanos. Come on. You guys have a great day.